Hello, this is the digital experience team, and we're doing our engineering planning video. It is week 5 of fiscal year 24 Q3. I'm gonna go ahead and share our mascot because that's our funnest part. We're on a plane. The team is in the plane, and that's Michael showing us where the plane's going. So with that, I'm gonna pass it over to Nathan. What are we up to this iteration?
I don't know if I can follow that up. Uh, I'm going to be replacing the monitor stage name to service management in buyer experience. So there was an audit last iteration, so hopefully it won't go too long, won't take too long. But a lot of CMS stuff. So I'm going to be creating some content types, come up with a naming convention for content types. There's some hard-coded content, what is it, for the solutions pages. So I'm just going to get that stuff unhard coded so that we can switch it over to the CMS. And then, yeah, just a bunch of CMS stuff, creating the card entry types implemented into the solutions landing page and the events landing page. And then trying to figure out what we're going to do with categories and features YAML. But that's it for me. Justin, did you want to speak for Megan?
She's out most of the week or all of this week. I know she has a couple things she's working towards on in the SNS group. With the LQA, Mark say August work, migrating the XML Atom feed template for the blog migration, and then some translating free trial buttons on the GitLab Ultimate free trial pages. The work she's working on this iteration. I'll pass it over to Javi.
Thank you, Justin. I have points allocated for getting the navigation project to V across the finish line. I have the customer logo content type, and I'm looking like I'm creating a logo entry for the solutions landing page. That's it for me. Passing it over to Laura. I'm off 3 days. That's my slide.
I finally got some translations for some of the pages that I had worked on last sprint. So I'll be updating those pages and closing out those issues with their translated YAML files. And then for CMS work, I'll be creating the hero content type, the hero component, and each of those types of heroes. So the events landing page and the solutions landing page. So starting to work on the CMS. I think that's it for me. Miracle.
So this iteration, I'll be finishing up the implementation of our GLEX test for the free trial page. Also be creating a new page for the nonprofits landing page, and I'll be migrating some images into our CMS. And then I'll go ahead and read for John. It looks like he's working on the I-18 subscription agreement implementation. He's going to take a look at the spin content type. He'll create a navigation skeleton to improve our CLS score, and he's going to be migrating the nav and the footer into Contentful. And then I'll pass it to Miguel.
Thanks, Miracle. I'll be working mainly on 2 things, some updates to the code suggestions page that was requested, and also some stuff that we had in the backlog. And also I'll be creating some content types in the CMS, and also a migration of images corresponding to the solutions pages. And I also have a follow-up issue for our resources card in one of our solutions pages that we wanted to have tabs. So I'll be also doing that. And with that, I'll pass it over to Mateo.
Thanks, Miguel. I will be working first on some content updates for the VSA page. I will be checking why some illustrations are not loading in the Facebook browser for Android. Then I will also update why GitLab needs some content updates. And then the big one I will be working on is starting to look on how we're going to migrate to do the bulk migration of content for the blog repo into Contentful. And I will pass it now to Margaret.
Yep. So for this iteration, I'm gonna continue working on the homepage redesign. We have small updates for that, and hopefully we can just get the final assets to get that released. I'm also gonna work on the platform page timeout issue that rolled over from the last iteration. So I'm just gonna hoping to finalize that today. I'm also going to be working on CMS issues for the events landing page, creating the video content type. And I have some DevSecOps virtual page, new page to add, the DZ page. And I think that's it for my iteration. I'm going to pass it over to Timmy.
Okay, so for the iteration, I'll be doing our navigation release. Also, I need to check why our view stars button is not working on the minimal footer. And I still have the issues from the last iteration. So creates SO content type for contentful and investigates why the links on a specific component are not being localized. And what I'm doing right now, and I'll probably finish tomorrow maybe, is our new AI tab. So Trevor can start reviewing the design. And yeah, that's it for me. I think that was the last one. So I will pass back to Justin.
All right. Yeah. Heavy CMS this iteration. As we get through a lot of this, if people are getting some of these CMS issues done sooner than expected, we have more waiting for people. So feel free to reach out and we can keep the CMS ball rolling. And with that, I think we'll call it. And yeah, should be good iteration. Thanks, everyone.